Hello and welcome my beautiful Scorpio minds to a really nice video. This is something I got a request for actually because I love to be a little bit creative with my clothes because sometimes they just get really boring or they get some stains on it when I have lighter clothes. That's why I'm basically only wearing like darker clothes. This is like one white shirt I actually have, but for the rest sometimes I buy lighter clothes, but then there's like weird stains and they don't I cannot get rid of them, which is like not cool, but it happens. So for example, these two, they were pink. And I wore this one in Bali, and Bali is not super clean, and I wore it to work out and stuff like that, so it got really like dark spots all over. So what I decided to do was to go ahead and buy some clothes dye and then just dye it because I really like these clothes. So this is a sports bra. I really like what it looks like on. Actually, let me put it on. Well, first it was pink. I have a picture somewhere I can show it to you, and then I just dyed it, and it's got these darker bits and lighter bits, and that happened because I didn't wash them in the washing machine as you're supposed to do that, but I actually wanted to have a little bit of like bits and pieces that are darker and lighter, so I just put it in a bowl. It was of course a bigger bowl, but I just added hot water and then I just soaked it and I let it soak for a couple hours, and then I just washed it out, and that was the result. And I actually really like this one, and yeah, that way I can still wear it without the stains. But yeah, let me put it on. See, and you don't see the stains or anything, and it's just a perfectly fine shirt or sports bra. Same happened with these pants. They were pink as well. I really like pink, or it was like really soft rose something, like not bright pink, but they also got a weird stain, I don't know, somewhere on the leg or whatever, and I couldn't get it out. I tried everything, but also you cannot really bleach color because then the color just goes out. So I also decided to just dye it dark blue, the same with this one, but this time I actually washed it in the washing machine. So this is actually washing machine color, and then it gets just this overall one color, and you don't get the dye spots here. But yeah, I also really like these pants. They're a bit more flary. They're like super high waist. I love them, and I didn't want to throw them away or something. So this is a really nice way to upgrade the clothes you have stains on. Just color them in or dye them in a darker color. This is perfect. Then I also have clothes that I didn't really like, or washing is not my strength. So I had this t-shirt. It was white. You see the pattern here, but the lace here on the bottom turned pink because I washed it with something red probably, but like the rest was still white, but just the lace that took on so much color. So yeah, I also decided to dye it. And also here you can see I did the same effect with the little bit, it's a bit like tie-dye, but not really because I didn't tie it, but it's the same effect as this one. I also put it in a bowl and just let it soak with the same color, this one, and yeah, then it just turned out like that, and now I really love it. I really like it's a bit like boho style with the cloudy color here. So now I really love it. It's even better than it was in white, I guess, for me, because also I'm not a super big white fan. I mean, I like it, but then also it gets dirty because I have a dog and I cook all the time, and I don't know, it's just a bit whatever, you know. It's one way of making the most out of your not being used anymore clothes, but I also want to show you some more. Actually, I'm not gonna color anything because it's kind of boring. You just put it in a bowl and you let it soak, you let it dry, and that's it. So I did the same thing with this one as well. This was grey and I didn't really like the way it looked on me because it was kind of like bulky and stuff like that. So I also dyed it the same way, so it's not uni-colored. It's got like a little bit of spotting here and there. The only thing is you cannot really control the amount of spotting you get. I mean, probably you could somehow, but I haven't really figured it out. So it's a little bit of a surprise how it turns out, but like these 3 pieces, I really love it. But what I'm gonna do with this one, I already did with another shirt. You can transform boring shirts into better shirts. And here you cannot see it anymore because this shirt is already, I don't know, like 4 years old or something. And it was just a plain gray shirt, as you can see. And I drew vegan vibes on it with my textile marker. And I'm gonna do this again because I cannot see it that good anymore, so that I just have like a fresh shirt. And for that I'm gonna use the golden one. And how I drew this on is I took, let me grab my laptop. I took some font program and then I just typed vegan vibes. And then of course you can do the formatting and you can choose the font you like. You can be really creative with that. I'm just gonna take whatever. Here we go. Okay, maybe not that one. A simple font, a simple font. Here we go. Can make it bigger. And then of course, go ahead and do whatever you want. But then what I did is I just placed the fabric on top. And make sure that you use a plastic underneath, otherwise you're gonna draw on your computer. And then I don't know if you can see it right now. Let me get it down a little bit. Make it really bright. And then what you can see is the vegan vibes shines through. And then you can also like tape your cloth down so that's really nice. And then you can basically do the outlines and then take it off and then draw the inlines, and then that's how you make a really nice design. So that's the first thing you can do to change your old clothes. Now you can see it much better. It's golden again and not gray. Now what you want to do is to completely let it dry. And yeah, definitely always have a plastic or cardboard or whatever in between, because there's gonna be some stainage otherwise. So yeah, first one done, let it dry, and always look at your marker on like what it says. You have to wash it 40 degrees, this one. But yeah, just make sure to read the instructions. Also, these are not super expensive. You can basically get them at every craft store. Then I have this pullover. And what I want to do with this one is basically the same, but this time I'm not going to use a stencil as I did with the laptop. I have my black marker here, and I will basically just start to draw whatever comes to my mind. So any patterns, dots, lines, anything like that, and then we'll see how it turns out. And worst case scenario with everything, you could just go ahead and dye everything black. And then the problem is over. So I just let my creativity flow a little bit, and I came up with these little drawings. I didn't go all over just because I didn't want to make it super crazy, but this is also a really nice way to just add a little detail to it, and I'm gonna put it on later and see if I like it, and if not, with this one, it's so cool because you can always change it, you can always add stuff. So yeah, here you go, and of course you can draw on it whatever you'd like. This is the second way. So first we have like color it, second is draw stuff on your clothes to make it more interesting, and it's truly unique that way. I've got two white shirts. I love this shirt so much, but I got a stain on it of oil, and oil is not really getting out. I bleached it, I tried everything. But yeah, now there's also this little disformation, you can see it here, of the fabric. So that's really annoying, but I don't want to toss it away. So what do? We color it. And one of you guys suggested I do a tie-dye. I have done tie-dye in the past when I was little, and I thought, yeah, why not try it again? Like, worst case, just color the whole thing. But I did a little bit of research on the internet, and I actually found really cool things. I hope it's gonna work. For this tie-dye technique, we'll see if it works out, I'm really curious. We are gonna take the shirt or whatever you want to tie-dye and kind of fold it up. Doesn't have to be super neat. And then twist it around as if you want to get rid of some excess moisture. So really make it tight. And then you want to fold it up which way, I don't know, it doesn't matter. So you want to have this little package, like a cinnamon roll. Here we go. Now if you have elastic bands, go ahead and pop your elastic bands on it. I don't have them, so I will take some rope and let's see if this is working. Just tie it around and make it really tight so that it's actually staying where it's supposed to be. And now because you crumple it up, this is how the color is going to be distributed. So when it's really tight, there's not going to be a lot of color, and where it's really loose, like on top, there's going to be a lot of color. So you're going to get this super duper awesome pattern. So now tie your string together. Great, this looks awesome. Now I'm gonna take a bowl, and then I'm gonna take my color. Let's do everything. And I've got some water here. I took warm water because it's just dissolving much better. And also here you can take whatever color you want, of course. I went for a dark blue. So what you're gonna do now, you're gonna soak your cloth in the color, and the more color you add, of course, the darker it will get. So if you only want to have a little bit of color, just use a little bit of color water. So I'm gonna use my spoon, and then little by little I'll drizzle it on top.
1, 2, 3, you put your eyes on me. 4, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain.
So what you're gonna do next is you're gonna place the cloth in a plastic bag, seal it, and let it soak for about, let's say, 4 to 6 hours.
We're just children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too, or just give me a clue. just children. We're just children.
You've seen it. I changed my clothes a little bit. I love how everything turned out. You've already seen this one and this one and this one, but yeah, before they were totally different. They were white and pink, and I really love the texture on here. And also the other things I did on camera, like this one turned out to be so much more visible now. Love it. And also this one, I mean, this one has been grey before. I also didn't show it to you because I already colored it, but yeah, with the patterns here. And the cool thing is, if you get bored of it, you can just expand the pattern, change it up. Yeah, that's perfect. And also the white shirt I can finally wear it again. And the string thingy was so good. Look at this. This looks amazing. It looks a little bit like 80s or 90s, but I'm really not mad about it. And also you can see that they were here where the strings were attached, and also the white bits is where the fabric has been like really tied together, so the color just didn't go through. And the way I did it is that, or basically just the color, because it's not dye color, like tie-dye color, it didn't dry completely, so when I rinsed it out it got a little bit of bluish undertone here too, so it's not white and blue, which I actually love, and I wanted to do that so that it's not like completely, oh my god, this is white and then there's like super dark spots. So this turned out perfectly, and because like I love tie-dye, because you never really know what's gonna come out. Of course there are different wrapping techniques, so you kind of know if there's gonna be a swirl or not, and yeah, I really like this technique. I mean, just look at it. And then I also have this shirt, and what I'm gonna do with that, let me put it on. It's really long, and I love this shirt, but now it just kind of feels super baggy. So I am gonna cut a slit here till mid-back or something, so that I can just tie it up. And then I have really nice polo shirt, or like warm-up shirt. And also here, if it doesn't work, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not really wearing this shirt anymore, so it doesn't matter too much if it's not working, you know. So I'm gonna take the middle right here, and then I'm just gonna cut. What I'm also gonna do is I'm gonna cut off the seam because it's just not working. Yeah, perfect. And now you can also think about what kind of knot you want to have there, if it's gonna be a beautiful one or another one, or is it just like that? I actually really like it to be open like that as well. So yeah, that was my I'm making my old clothes into new clothes video. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see another video like that, please let me know, and also make sure to let me know what kind of other things you would like me to do, and then I'm gonna make that happen. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time here on my channel. Love you guys.